start spreading the news. Da, 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 da. I'm leaving today. Da, 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 da. I want to be a part of it in old New York. These little down blue. So what's going on in Harry and Meghan land anyway with me and my New York? New York, New York. How is Harry and Meghan, or how are Harry and Meghan doing? It's a good question. Well, I think they're still riding on the christening announcement. People have been, it's like a blow to the head for a lot of people, and they're still analyzing it. And, I'm still analyzing it. I'm still recovering. That was epic. That was freaking epic. And as time goes on and you realize what Harry and Meghan did, but maybe in particular Harry with this one, it just gets better with time. Just more epic, more like what just happened here? Because it seems like the palace really was not privy to the fact that they were going to announce her as Princess Lilibet Diana, I suppose, even though there had been this tacit understanding that she and Archie were going to, use their titles at some point. I don't think Harry really told them ahead of time that he was going to make this particular announcement and that it was going to be done in the way it was done with the princess style. And so, because I read something at 3 a.m, I don't even remember where, that said that one of the palace spokespersons took a couple of hours, if not more, to really get clarity on the situation, like what was going on, and to confirm with the palace that indeed Harry and Meghan had permission to use the princess title with Lilibet, etc. So they did not receive preview or a preview from Harry and Meghan with this. I think this was a coup. I think this was just, playing offense. This was offense. Oh, and as time goes on, I just love it more and more and more and more. Okay, now let's talk about
And staff are certainly working on
Prince
the expectations
Charles.
they are coming.
Now, Atong, let's
Schools,
put
two
this
young
back.
children have found themselves promoted on the royal family's official
No,
website.
this is not what I
They are
wanted
now
to
listed on the
do.
royal family's line of succession
This one,
list
Prince
as Prince
Charles.
Archie of Sussex and Princess
We know that
Lilibet
already,
of Sussex,
please.
who are 6th
We know
and
it.
7th in
Stop.
line to the throne, respectively.
Oh my God, I want to talk
Before
about King Charles, if you don't mind. Okay, now, King Charles, and this is important because it doesn't get a lot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why did they take that picture of him? What just happened?
King Charles has been heckled during a visit to Colchester in southeast
Atong, wait a minute.
England.
I need to see this face again. That was crazy. That was just absolutely
King
crazy.
Charles has been heckled during a visit to
Mais
Colchester
c'était où
in
ça?
southeast England.
Did you not see Prince
Protesters
Charles's
shouted at
image?
the monarch
2
and Queen
seconds. Attends.
Consort Camilla.
I can't set it out, but I'm just
King
like,
Charles did not acknowledge the
what?
protesters and went into the zoo to meet its newest member,
What?
a rhinoceros named Dara.
I didn't hear about this story. Like, where was I? I guess I was so caught up with Meghan and Harry that I missed this story about King Charles being heckled by protesters during visit to Colchester, and that occurred 2 days ago. That occurred on the same day that Harry and Meghan, I think, announced the baptism of Princess Lilibet Diana. I mean, the timing of this was just horrible. For Prince Charles, for King Charles III, I should say. Um, and so what do I think about that? Well, I think that he gets heckled a lot. And I think that's something that I'm sure they're concerned about. And if they're not concerned about, then they are foolish. Hang on, let's try to find another article about it. I think he gets heckled a lot because here you have something on September 16, 2022, where he was heckled in Wales and booed in Wales. And now, I mean, this is Sky News Australia, which I never click on because it's so scary, but I'm going to click on it exceptionally, where they talked about them getting booed just 2 days ago, because this is a very friendly site for the palace. Wow. That guy is going to be dealt with. That's what he does. Like when people egg him, he was egged one time and he doesn't say a word. He just, next thing you hear, the person is in prison or something. So he doesn't say a word. He just gets them arrested. Oh my God. Don't mess with Prince Charles, King Charles. Don't mess with King Charles, you guys. Here's another thing where he got egged in November last year. I mean, it's a lot. And you know what I think this is going to mean? I think this is going to mean that King Charles and the royal family are really going to lobby Harry and Meghan to come to the coronation, because they're going to need a deflection. They're going to need to deflect from what's going to happen to them during this coronation. They're going to have more booze, eggs, and other security issues, I think, at this coronation. I mean, look at that. Look at that. And they need to have a deflection. And I think that is why they're going to encourage Harry and Meghan to come, because like this, the wrath of the people will, move more towards that direction of Harry and Meghan. I think there are more people who hate Harry and Meghan more deeply than there are who hate King Charles and Camilla. I mean, if were there no Harry and Meghan, I mean, sure, Camilla probably could have found herself to be the next Marie Antoinette. But because there is a Meghan, she's saved, and so it's in her interest, I think, to keep Meghan and Harry close for the
They are now listed on the royal family's line of succession list as Prince Archie of Sussex and Princess Lilibet of Sussex, who are
yeah. So the I think it's in their interest, especially maybe Camilla, but yeah, it's a toss up. The two of them together, Camilla and King Charles, it's in their interest to have Meghan and Harry at this coronation, because otherwise they're going to be in trouble. It could be even worse if Harry and Meghan didn't come, but let's hope they are made to sit behind a pillar, writes royal expert. Yes, I mean, having Harry and Meghan at the coronation is a very strategic, premeditated, calculated moved by the palace and by the handlers, which is probably why they agreed to the princess and prince, because they know that's seductive and that's going to change the calculus, because they need them there. They need them there because otherwise that coronation could really devolve into chaos against the king and the queen. It could become an overwhelming security risk that nobody anticipated. It could really just be hideous. So they need Harry and Meghan to deflect, especially Meghan. Get them there, get their haters out in droves, get them with the eggs, pelt Harry and Meghan with the eggs, rip them off of wherever they're sitting. God forbid you should put them in a carriage and parade them through England. Take that carriage and pick it up bodily and throw it somewhere. I mean, all kinds of different craziness could happen. And they need Harry and Meghan to deflect that. I'm serious. For that reason, I mean, Harry and Meghan, look, they're business people anyway, so they will do what they feel is the best thing for their business, their brand, etc. But I wouldn't go, or if I do go, I would negotiate like a package like you have no idea, like you have no bleeping idea. We're on the balcony with our children, okay? You need to put up an announcement about the baptism. I don't think the palace has officially announced the baptism. We need that. Okay. We're going to be on the balcony with the family. We're going to be well positioned in the church next to William and Kate. Okay. Because even though we're not senior royals, we are right next in line to the throne after William's children. And Archie is sixth in line to the throne, and his seating arrangement should reflect that. Are they going to take Archie to the church? How bleeping, I was going to say the F word. How bleeping, I mean, cute is not the word. That would actually usurp the whole thing. The whole thing. Like, it would overshadow the king and queen on a level that nobody wants. So no, I don't think Archie and Lily can be in the church. It's going to be too much. But my God, what press, what what just whatever, But no, I think they should definitely be on the balcony if they're going to go. I mean, if they're going to go, it has to be worth it. It has to be worth what they're going to have to put up with, what they're risking by going. Where they sit is important. The balcony is important. An announcement from the palace about the baptism is important. Any kinds of parties they're going to have with high level dignitaries, Harry and Meghan are going to be there. None of this nonsense. Oh, senior royals, bleep you with your senior royals. Okay? Because let me tell you something. What Harry and Meghan are bringing to this coronation has huge value, priceless value for the palace. They need that because they know the risk, the PR disaster that is waiting for them. And not just because of Harry and Meghan fans who they've tried to convince everybody in the world don't even exist. They're going to show up to the coronation too, and they're not going to be happy that Harry and Meghan are not there, or Harry and Meghan are being made to, are being treated like dirt. Right? So they have to contend with them, but they also have to contend with the anti-monarchists, like that guy, guy yelling about their money and this, that, and the next, etc. And even with Harry and Meghan there, they're going to still have to contend with it. But again, Harry and Meghan are an important distraction. And everybody knows it. And so Harry and Meghan are in the driving seat with this. I think they've played this well and are playing it well. Make no announcements Forget everything I said before. Well, everything I said before was correct, but the terrain is not the same, right? It's not the same. So now we have to adjust. We have to be supple, souplesse en français, and change our strategy. And now don't announce anything, but negotiate, right? I mean, if they give you what you want and need in this coronation, all right, and before it, you go because they need you, because otherwise it's going to be a total PR fiasco for them. They're going to be egged, they're going to be booed. It's going to be hideous. It's going to be the show of the century. Believe me. And they know it. They know it. They're not stupid. They know. All right, I need to stop this, and it's not stopping, so I'm not even sure why. Let's see.